Marimar, woo! What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy D, and I don't know why I just had that song stuck in my head right now. But happy Saturday. It is when I'm filming this, but happy day, whatever day it is that you are watching this. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy D, and oh my gosh, if this is your first time here, welcome. We are full of energy. We are very authentic. We are very open with our feelings here in this channel. And we are very vulnerable. So if at any point I get super vulnerable, just know that this is part of my content, and I absolutely love and adore, and I'm in love with the fact that I have a platform where I can come and talk to you guys, and we can relate to each other in different areas in our lives, different things that are happening, right? Today's video, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more uplifting, just because it is an uplifting time right now. I have a lot going on in my personal life, a lot that I'm not ready to share just yet, but I will be sharing with you guys very soon. All of it is great news, but there's a lot of changes happening in my personal life, in my business life, in my everything life, right? So here we are, yet another day. On this Saturday, I actually happened to not have any like specific plans, and I woke up and it was my turn to clean. So I'm like, let me clean. For those of you guys that have been wondering, Sam and I still live together. So, you know, we take turns in cleaning. She cleans one weekend, I clean the other weekend. And yeah, that's just what's been going on. Obviously, our lives are a little bit separated right now because she has other stuff going on personally as well. So that's the reason why you guys haven't really seen her here. And I feel like I really haven't like done much outside of just being with myself for these last 6 months. So that's also why you guys haven't really, other than traveling, you haven't really been seeing me with other people. Like, I have taken this time for me. I have taken this time to heal, to go within, to figure out what I want for my future in my life in this moment. Like, I've just been figuring out where Amy goes from this point on, you know, what happens with her life in just all areas of her life. Whether or not you're new here, I normally don't even talk about my dating life, which you guys have been asking. I'm completely single. I have not been dating in the last 6-7 months, so absolutely not talking to anybody. I literally I was just telling, because I hung out with 2 of my friends yesterday, and I was just telling them yesterday, like, my phone's been so dry, I had to make up a family group chat so that we can all keep in touch. That is so funny to me because, and honestly, like, I'm not gonna say that I necessarily want the chaotic, you know, phone that's always ringing. Like, thankfully I have a lot going on just in my personal life and just within myself and self-development and just whatever it is that's happening, that I've already, you know, like, I don't need to be talking to somebody to obviously, you know, just take care of me. I have known and the more that I grow and the more that, you know, Amy becomes Amy, like, I have just continued to learn how happiness is all within. No matter what happens outside of you, nobody can do what you can do for you. So this might be a reminder even for you to stop looking outside of yourself for the happiness and for the joy that you want so deeply in your life. It's all within, it's all in our hearts, it's all with our relationship with our greater power, whatever that is for you. For me, it's God. So I have been having a very emotional, like, I will say, like, this morning as I was cleaning, I started crying, you know, like, all of a sudden grief, you know, came into my mind, and I started thinking of my dad. And I've been thinking of my dad a lot because of everything that's happening to me in my personal life and just things that I would share with him, like advice that I would get from him, you know, that I don't necessarily no longer have in the physical form, right? I am extremely grateful for my mom that I do have, you know, for the relationship that we've been able to build up until this point, and also for the relationship that I have with my siblings, and, you know, just as a family, like, us sharing good news with each other or us sharing what's happening with each other. That group chat, literally, like, I'm glad that we built it and that we have started to be more proactive and just like sharing information with each other there. That has also opened us up to just like be more in tune with each other, if that makes sense, or at least know what's going on in each other's lives a little bit more, especially because we're all kind of divided a little bit, right? Like my sister and her family, like obviously she has a family now, like I'm over here on this side, and then my mom and my little brother live together, but still like he has his own thing going on, you know. So like it's so funny to see my mom try as much as she would want, I'm sure, and if you are a mother, like I'm sure you'd understand this, like just try to be with all three of us at the same time. So I'm very proactive about like, hey, can I come over, can I come visit, can I come hang out, like with just everybody, or like even my family, you know, like hey, like my mom coming over here and doing whatever, right? Like us just being a little bit more intentional about, I said proactive earlier, but I meant intentional, like all just being, well, proactive and intentional about just spending time with each other, right? And whether it was me or whether it was actually happening or not, whatever it is, I now feel the most supported that I have ever felt in my life, like by the people around me, right? And or by my family. And when you're growing and when you're growing up and you have siblings and you have a family and it's chaotic, we grew up in survival mode, you know, like once we came over here to the United States, like it was all of us trying to survive while trying to stay together, but still not being very much together because we didn't have that over here, right? Like we didn't have a lot of family. It was just us individually trying to figure out our lives as we were growing up. And so now as adults, it's really nice to be able to, you know, even have those conversations and still see like where we're all at in this moment and where I'm going personally, you know, because obviously I talk to you guys about a lot about myself and just like really feeling grounded and supported and being like, I really have support from my family, you know, like even that makes me emotional because like I said, like I always felt that with my dad, but I didn't necessarily always feel that with my mom, you know, who is my other caretaker. And those are conversations her and I have had in the past that you guys have been a part of also. But now to be able to, you know, like talk to her and really feel supported by her, and me as her daughter allowing her that space, right, to also support me and allowing her to grow just like I'm being allowed to grow, and just extending the same grace that I would extend to somebody else, to my family members, like that has been amazing for me, right? And it has also allowed me to be more open to their support, their emotional support, that I think at the end of the day, like I always talk about connections and connecting, and we need people. People need people, right? And there's nobody that has ever made it or has been okay and has done it by themselves. So I'm very, very happy that I have that in this moment. But anyways, I don't see, this is why I'm like, it's not gonna be deep, and then it is. So I'm like, if you're new here, I'm just giving you a little advice. Like please be advised that this just kind of happened and I just let it flow, because when it comes, I feel like not just am I releasing it and I'm talking about it, but I know so many of you guys also relate to my feelings, and so many of you guys have seen me grown here in the past 5-6 years. So hello. My name's Amy. I am a single working woman. Very independent, but also very loving, very caring, very, you know, just enthusiastic about life, about opportunities, and very positive. I try to look at things in the most positive way possible, because I've been through the mud and back, you know, a lot of different puddles and a lot of different holes and a lot of different muds. And just today I was thinking about how grateful I am that, like, wow, Amy, you know, like you really came over here as a kid and you've had a lot of accomplishments that you don't always sit back and think about, you know, because of course you want more, and it's okay that you want more, but also sit and bask in what you've already accomplished. You know, even being able to do this and speak to you guys in English, like never in my life when I was a little kid did I think that was gonna happen, because when I came over here, I didn't know English, right? So anyways, long intro, but today the video, I'm gonna try to make Thai tea for the first time. Remember how when I went to Thailand, I bought some Thai tea, and this, you can actually get it here in the United States as well, but I got it from over there. And I was like, well, it's Saturday, I don't really have any plans, like I just kind of want to chill, like I've been doing a lot over the week, what do I do, right? I posted cookies throughout the week sometime, and my sister was like, you know, eyes open, like, what's up? And I was like, you want me to bake you some cookies? And, you know, she was like, can you DoorDash them to me right now? I'm like, I don't think I can do that. I was like, honestly, I only have 2 left. But I was like, but I got you. I'll make you some. So I'm going to be baking some cookies, and I'm going to make some Thai tea because it is summer. And Thai tea is refreshing, and it's one of my favorite beverages that I actually had so much in Thailand that I haven't really had a lot of, and I have time. So I cleaned the house, I cleaned my room, you know, like I cleaned the bathroom, I showered, I showered and I dried my hair. By the way, you guys, I am craving a change in my hair already. You know that I change my hair about every year to a year and a half. Tell me why the other day I saw a TikTok from 2021 of when I was blonde. Remember, you guys, when I was blonde? Yeah, the first time ever that I went blonde, my hair was like down to like almost my butt, and I remember like I damaged it so bad because I went with someone that, you know, like I got what I paid for basically. And eventually, like, I found Grace, who is the hairstylist that has been doing my hair ever since in all the colors. So she fixed my hair. I had done henna. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I had done henna, and then I went blonde, and then, you know, like, that wasn't really pretty, so I had to chop off my hair, and then she fixed it. And from that, I was blonde for like 2 to 3 years, or not like completely blonde, but like I had a balayage. I feel like blonde looks extremely pretty on me. Like, I love it. I also feel like this one is amazing. Like, I really like it. Something like I have been craving of potentially going like my natural hair color, which is just brown. But as I was looking at the pictures, like, I was like, I like a pop of something, you know, like the Leo moon in me does not let me just do something basic. So after the blonde, or after the balayage, I ended up having pink hair. Do you guys remember my pink hair? So I have pink hair, and then after my pink hair, I had, what did I do? That's when I did the copper. The copper was a hit. Y'all loved it. Thankfully, I feel like every color that I've done, because I've also done plum, which is like a darker, like every color that I've ever done has looked really nice on me. So like, I know my colors, you know? So I went copper, and then after copper, I did this cherry red almost, which now is, you know, it doesn't look as red. I feel like it looks more on the copper side right now, and I think it's the lighting of where I'm at. So I feel like adding some highlights to it, or, you know, doing a balayage or whatnot. So we'll see. Let me know. What do you guys think? Should I keep it like this? Should I do the blonde? I don't know. So I'm craving a change, and anytime I'm craving a change, I'm gonna quench my thirst, okay? So I'm gonna do that. I normally just do, like, my haircut is in layers, so I normally do that. Yeah, I love that it's super long now, so I feel like Grace has been amazing and does amazing hair. So if you ever want to check her out, she is in Anaheim at the OC Hair Room, I think it's called, and her name is Grace. She is amazing. If you want to do any color on your hair, like, she is the one to go to. And I personally don't think she's super expensive, but, you know, to each their own. Again, I've already paid very minimum, and my hair got fried, so there's certain things that I'll definitely invest in, which is myself. So anything like hair, or, you know, like face, like anything, I'm like, I'd rather pay the price, because later on I'm gonna look not great, so I don't want that. So yeah, like, I feel like a change is coming. Like, a lot of changes are coming. Like, you know, so because a lot of that is coming, like, I just feel like I just want to change in hair. Anyways, let's get to looking for the recipe so that I can make this Thai tea, because I want it to be so. I just got home from Albertsons, and I need to show you guys something. Is it too early? Is it too early? I went to go buy some of the stuff that I needed for the cookies, and I'm like, I just looked at the creamers just to see if there was any different flavor. I normally just like the sweet cream and the white chocolate, but I saw this baby. I saw this baby, pumpkin spice flavored. I am not a big pumpkin person, but I will tell you, like, I don't ever eat pumpkin pie, like pumpkin nothing. But pumpkin creamer, for whatever reason, it tastes delicious. So if I'm not yelling because Sam is asleep, okay? But y'all, I cannot wait to try it. I found it. I'll let you guys know, of course, how it is. Not on this video, but keep up with me on Instagram and TikTok, because most likely I'm gonna make my cafecito and we're gonna try it. Matter of fact, when I make breakfast, I'm not gonna make coffee right now because I want the Thai tea and I wanna try it. That's the reason why I'm not. So just stay tuned. We're gonna try this. Also, I got me myself a bouquet of flowers. Ah, so good. To celebrate me and to celebrate actually my accomplishments. So when I was at Albertsons, I was like, I want to get myself some flowers. Like, I just recently accomplished something at work and I'm super, super excited that I did that, you know? So, I love it. So congrats to me. I'm gonna put them in water and we're gonna figure out the whole Thai tea situation. Okay, so I'm gonna make it in here and I'm gonna start with 8 cups of water, which, by the way, I literally am gonna go cup by cup because I haven't bought one. And I saw one at Albertsons, but I was like, oh no, like I'll get it later. I don't have an actual measuring cup that's bigger. So I'm just gonna go cup by cup. I'm gonna put 8 cups of water and then I'm gonna put 2 cups of the actual Thai tea. Okay, we're gonna work. I'm actually gonna try to fill up this jar first with some water, because at the end, like, this is where I'm gonna store the Thai tea, which, by the way, I will tell you guys, I haven't invested in a glass container, but if you are gonna be making Thai iced tea, just know that this is gonna end up orange. No matter how many times you wash it, it's gonna get stained. Unless you don't want that to happen to your plastic one, make sure that you get a glass one. I don't mind, but I'm just letting you guys know. So since I'm gonna go cup by cup, I'm just gonna put a bunch of water in here. I'm actually gonna be doing 12 cups of water and 3 cups of Thai tea instead of doing 2 cups. That way I can fill this up and it can be ready. So in my week, it's already prepared. And I might just try some Thai tea iced coffee. I love how creative I become anytime I'm in the kitchen baking or doing anything new like this, especially when I love it. Right, so this is about how much water I have. It's actually up to here. So this is 12 cups of water, y'all. Now I'm gonna add 3 cups of the Thai tea. I also added 2 cups of sugar in here. So I'm stirring it a little bit before I turn it on. And of course, let you guys, this tea smells amazing. It smells so good, but like I said, be careful when you're making it because you can stain your clothes. So either wear an apron or just be really careful. Some people strain their tea afterwards, some people don't. I actually have this individual, which is really small, I am aware, because it was just for like an individual Thai tea if that's what you wanted to make. But I'm still gonna strain it. I'm still gonna strain it with this big one and then go through the water with this little one so it can just get rid of all of the leaves afterwards. So I'm gonna wait for it to come to a boil. After a boil, obviously I'm gonna wait for it to cool down a little bit because I don't wanna get burned. And then we're gonna come back and figure that out. In the meantime, I'm gonna bake the cookies. All right, so in the meantime that that's happening, I'm gonna bake the cookies. And I do follow a recipe, so we are gonna follow that recipe. We're gonna have dry ingredients and wet ingredients. So I'll do the dry ingredients here and then the wet ingredients over here. So we're gonna start with all-purpose flour. We have 2 cups and 1/4. And then we have 1 teaspoon. Do not confuse teaspoon and tablespoon, y'all. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda, I got baking soda. And we're gonna put our chips. I get the semi-sweet because I don't want it extra sweet. This already is gonna have some sugar in it. And of course, depending how much of it you want. The recipe is for the whole bag. Let me take a picture so I can send it to my sister. We're gonna say prepping. All right, now that we have the dry ingredients, I'm gonna pour them onto the smaller container. She just responded. I want to see what she said. So we have all the dry ingredients in here now that we're gonna put to the side, and then we're gonna do all the wet ingredients now. Let's see what she responded. Aw, she said, oh yay, thank you. So excited. So for the wet ingredients, we have 1 huevo. So we have 1 large egg, and then we have 1/2 cup of sugar. Okay, bueno, because I forgot to buy more sugar, and I obviously use some for the Thai tea. So 1/2 a sugar is gonna be perfect. 1 cup of brown sugar, which that I have plenty of because of my cafecitos. I'm in my zone right now. Then we have 1 stick of margarine and 1 stick of butter. Be sure that you leave it out of the fridge so that it's actually soft. I didn't get an actual stick, but I'm just gonna do 1/2 a cup. And the best ingredient that we cannot forget is vanilla, which is also a teaspoon. Whew, this is a workout. If you don't have an actual machine, this is a workout. Okay, so since I'm almost done with this part, I'm gonna be turning on the oven at 350 Fahrenheit. Because of how much I bake, I make sure that I don't keep any pots and pans in the oven, because can you imagine having to take it off every time that you're baking? Baby, I am not doing that. I'd rather find a place en la cena. Like, we are changing the trajectory of where we come from. Because baby, my mom definitely used the dishwasher and the oven to store stuff. Now that we have this, we're gonna start incorporating the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, and we're gonna come up with our cookie dough. I don't know why I always do this, but the minute I clean, I officially want to actually start cooking, because I love cooking and baking in a clean environment. I just feel like it makes me want to do it even more. Oh, this looks so good. It's so therapeutic, you guys. These are the blissful moments of like when you find something that you actually enjoy and you're fully going within. Like anytime you say like lo hiciste con amor, like you bake that with love, like that is the reason why, because this is when nothing else matters in your world but what you're doing in this moment. That's how I feel right now. Like I'm just thinking about like all the love, like who I'm cooking them for, which is my family. Let's try it. Let's try the cookie dough. Oh, me salieron riquísimas, riquísimas. Uy, 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 uy. Qué delicia. So delicious. Little close up of the dough. So good, you guys. Now we're gonna put it in baking sheets and put them in the oven. The Thai tea has come to a boil, so now I'm gonna turn it off and let it rest there for a little bit. Now let's take care of the cookies. I'm starting to get hungry now. I'm about to make myself some breakfast. It's time for Dodger baseball. My goodness, everything is making me hungry, so I made myself some breakfast, tortitas con huevo and some avocado on the side. This is a huge avocado, you guys. I've been buying my avocados from Sprouts because they are just so good. They're the big kind, very milky avocados. Like they're not super watery. I prefer the more milky avocados than like the super watery smaller ones. I feel like their flavor is so much better. But deliciousness in this plate and in this house. You guys, I want to show you something. I freaking did it. I freaking did it. I did it. Oh, one thing about me is I'm gonna get the recipe, baby. Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. This is so good. And it looks so pretty in my glass cup. Y'all, if you missed it, I have 2 of these glass cups, which I've been using for my iced coffees. I love the whole glass situation because The way that the ice just sounds, it has a lid, it has a straw. They're like $25 on Amazon for both of them. So I'll put the link down below. I recommend them so much. This is delicious. In case you're wondering, I use the Thai tea. And then as for my milk base, I used half and half evaporated milk and a little bit of condensed milk. That was the milk base. Ooh, 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 ooh. And all of my cookies are done. I'm just waiting for them to get cold and I'm just gonna chill. It's literally like 1 p.m. apenas. It's barely like 1 p.m. So I already did all this kinds of stuff and I'm so happy that I did, because after that, once the tea gets cold, I'm gonna put it in this plastic jar and I'm gonna put it in the fridge so that I can just make myself some iced tea whenever, wherever we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be here. Yeah, Shakira style. Cheers. I don't know why I always thought it was gonna be so much more complicated than this. It really isn't. And I'm so excited. And I'll be honest with you guys, I know it's the cleanup afterwards where you're like, oh, now I gotta clean up. That's the reason why I clean as soon as I'm done. So I'm about to clean up. It looks like I'm this close to buying a new, you guys, like a new camera, because it has like this delay effect anytime that I'm gonna record. And I mean, I've had it for 6 years. So this is a great camera, a great beginner camera at that. But I'm like, I mean, I don't really feel like investing in like super heavy equipment. Like I like the size, I like everything about this camera, so I might just buy it again. But it's kind of crazy because I was just talking to somebody about that and I'm like, oh yeah, like it's lasted me like 6 years, like it's really good, and now y'all are being delayed. But anyways, you guys, I am in love with my Thai tea. Like, yeah. I literally had it every single day when I went to Thailand. Like I was like, maybe even twice some days. I mean, if you saw the videos, you know, but I literally had it every single day. Like, it's these little things that make me so happy. But anyways, I'm gonna start to edit some stuff and then I'm just gonna kick it here. Mom's supposed to be coming later, so le voy a hacer un Thai tea. Let's see what she... You guys, I posted on Instagram for you guys to help me like to find a camera, because this camera is like faulty now, or not faulty, but it's not working the best. When I'm close to it, like you can see things very clearly, but as you guys saw earlier when I was like filming from very far, like it wouldn't look clear, and I did not like that. And it's so funny because recently I actually said like, oh, I'm gonna get a new camera, and my sister, when she saw it, she's like, girl, you've been saying that for years. Because I really have been saying that, and I'm like, yeah, but if it's not broken, like why get another camera? Like this camera works, you know? Because I'm also not one to like just spend money just because, right? Like we are in our more intentional spending era. So I posted it on Instagram and she like texted me right away. She was like, girl, get this one. This is the one that I use. It's super inexpensive. It's Sony and it's like, it's good. It's small, it's light, like you should get it. And now that I remember, like, yeah, that is the one that she uses. And it's only $400 right now on Best Buy. Like, it's on sale. It's originally $500, but it's a tiny one, the white one that she uses. So, like, the impatient in me wants to go and get it right now. But also, I'm like, I can just get it tomorrow. Like, I don't need to get out of the house right now and go in the heat. But anyways, talking about that, you guys, one of the great things that I have been working on that I actually hadn't told you guys is an ebook. I just released an ebook. If you're part of my subscription list on freeasabirdbyad.com, you got the email, and I am so excited because it is a whole 4 chapters of an ebook titled From Broke to Financial Freedom. And girl, like as I was writing it, obviously it is everything that I've learned, everything that I've gone through, and steps to help you, literally like a guide to help you start your financial foundation, especially if like you don't know where to start. I haven't told anybody this, so like you guys are gonna be the first to see it. So unless they already purchased it, then they already see what the table of content is, or like what the chapters are about. But I'll tell you guys, because of course I have an introduction and then I have chapter 1. Chapter 1 is build a solid financial foundation, where I'm not gonna give you guys all the tea because that's the point, right? The ebook is $12.99, and it does come with the monthly expenses list that I had shared with you guys before. So you'll get that automatically for free when you buy the ebook. But that's chapter 1. Chapter 2 is creating and following a budget, and that's where, I gave you guys the monthly list. The chapter 3 is starting a lasting savings account. We already talked about the whole savings situation before. I've been talking about it on my TikTok a lot, but I feel like there is so much to talk about when it comes to finances. And at the end of the day, like, we all look for people that we can relate to, right? And so I can tell you that when I was going through the midst of all of this, like, I was looking for, like, how the heck do you get out of what I've done, And chapter 4 is living within your means. So I have a lot of great points there. I talk about my experience a little bit. I talk about emotions, feelings. Like, I went in there and spilled the tea and just really like spilled, my experience and my emotions on it. I really hope that it helps you guys. And if you know of somebody that may need this book, this guide, it is not super long, so I feel like it's the right amount of information for anybody, right? So like, a lot of people may not be into reading, but a lot of you guys are into reading, right? I feel like it's the exact proper amount to help anybody that wants to start, and of course, like, anybody that doesn't even want to end up in places where we've been at, right? So I made it universal for anyone who's not necessarily like trying to file for bankruptcy, of course, but really trying to build that financial foundation. So there's a lot of skills that I share there of financial literacy and success. My success for sure, because this is my story, So I'm super excited because it's my first ebook like that I've written, and like, since I started Free as a Bird by AD, like, I've just been writing a lot more, and it's been so fun. Like, it's been so fun to even go on live with you guys here on YouTube like every Monday and meet with you guys. Like, that has been amazing. So yeah, like, I'm like, a huge part of me wants to like run to Best Buy right now and just buy this online for pickup and like just go pick it up and start playing with it. But also, like, I'm just bored. So I'm like, let me just chill. Like, my family's gonna come over in a little bit. Like, let me actually like cook something and eat, and tomorrow I'll probably just go get the camera. But in the meantime, like, I'm just gonna watch something. Like I said, it's really hot outside over this weekend, which it is what it is. It's part of the weather. So like, I never really am someone to complain about the heat, because it just is. Like, you can't change it, So I think I'm gonna eat some soup dumplings or something like that, and then I'll just watch something on TV. Hey guys, my mom is here and I'm gonna make her the Thai tea. A ver qué piensa. So, ¿Qué dices?
Frap?
Frap? ¿Lo quieres frap?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna taste, I could make it frap, but I don't think it's gonna taste.
I like it frap.
What I'm saying is, I don't have the because when you make it frap, there's a specific powder that you need to use for it to get frap. It's not just, you don't just put it and then put ice. Pero si tú quieres que lo haga así, pues te lo puedo hacer así. Es lo que quiere la nena. Qué pena, princesa. I'm gonna make her the frap because ya la conozco. And we're just gonna do the frap. So I basically use the same ingredients, you guys, but put a bunch of ice. And if it is not as thick as she likes it, then I'll put a little bit more ice, but we'll see. All right, you guys, here we go. I think it's the consistency she'll like. A ver qué, dime la neta, ¿eh?
¿Segura?
Sí, sí, sí,
No
o sea,
feeling.
no hard feelings, a mí no.
La consistencia, yeah. 9.8.
Good.
Está bueno.
¿Está bueno? ¿Te gustó? ¿Te gustó? En la cara se te vio. ¿Quieres una cookie?
Sí, que bueno. para matar.
Para rematarle. Aquí venimos al dessert. That's funny. Miren.
Qué rico. Yummy.
¿Provecho?
Ingasu.
That's funny. A ver la cookie. Porque la prueben, te digo, pruébala también a ver si es cierto. Soft. You like it? It's good?
So,
Nice. Good job. Ahorita que venga mi hermana a ver qué las califica ella las cookies.
porque es experta en esto.
Sí, ella es la que she loves. You guys, Stacy's here. She asked for an iced tea. Aquí es lo que pidan. Una quiso frap diría mi mamá. Una quiso frap y Stacy ice como yo. That's how I like it. Así es el authentic. El authentic te lo sirven caliente on ice. So that's why they fill up the ice all the way to the top. Because se derrite. But because normally this is really, really strong. Porque lo hace más espeso. Then we do this.
Un café place en
Coffee shop? Coffee shop? Honestly, I would be good.
hace té.
I would be good. And then we're gonna let her mix it and give us a real true, like, if you like it, if you don't, it's okay. I normally don't drink Thai tea though, so I feel like maybe I'm not gonna be the best critic. All right. Ready? Ready. So you normally don't drink Thai tea? Oh yeah, I normally don't drink Thai tea, but you know, it's from Thailand, right? Yeah, period. Period. So we're gonna have a Thailand experience. Me hago en las playas de Thailand. Con los elefantes. It's good. Is it good? It has like a little taste at the end. It's a tea. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like a little. Like it's the tea. It's the real tea. And then, yeah, you like it? Good. You compare with some cookies. Aquí vinieron al dessert. And there's more you could take to go. I made you some to go. Period. I was gonna go to crumble cookie and then I turned the left. Period. No. Yo quiero como les pusiste filtro en el Instagram. No. Esa galleta quería yo. Esa que te estás comiendo. That is funny. Are you like them? Are they good? Okay, Mrs. Fields. Here we go. So that cookie that you saw there, I actually went to. Those were not mine from scratch. So those are from Whole Foods. You can buy them and they sell them 4x4. Te venden 4 galletas for like $8. I was like, yo, I'll do the whole bunch. Yeah. But anyways, there's one here of that one if you want it. Did you warm it up? No. When you ate it? Oh, when I ate it, I had just baked them. So the dough, te venden la dough en 4 bolitas, and then you just bake them. So it was good. So you guys can try it. It's this one in the corner, because you could see it is a little bit darker than the other one. We're gonna try it. But yeah, you can try it, and then you're welcome. I feel like it has a lot of chocolate chip. You know. ¿Por eso tiene sal arriba? I don't know. It looked like it, but does it taste? It's good. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Exactly, because it's a lot of chocolate. Yeah, so you're welcome. I'm glad I made that one. You're welcome. What is up, you guys? Good morning. It is official. I'm gonna buy me a new you. I'm gonna go buy myself a new camera, but first I'm gonna go to church. But yesterday, you guys, my family ended up leaving, or my sister and my mom ended up leaving at around like 9:30, 10 p.m. So like right after I just washed my face, brushed my teeth, and went to sleep. And I was gonna end the vlog there, but I'm like, I feel like I already started to tell you guys that I'm possibly gonna get a new camera, so I might as well bring you guys along. I don't really want to necessarily like go in there and like shop around and do all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna be doing like a Best Buy pickup. So like I'll just buy it and it'll be ready for me after, and then we'll just, you know, we'll show it to you guys and see what the difference between this one and that one is, and we'll see if we stick with it or not. But I mean, it's recommended. Apparently a lot of content creators use this one. I've researched it. Obviously my sister uses it, so she's recommending it. I trust her judgment. And I like that it's not super expensive, you know, because sometimes like you're not necessarily planning for a certain expense, but it's obviously worth it for me because I use it all of the time. So I didn't want to spend like $1,000 on a camera right now, and that one is $500. I want to show you guys my outfit because I look really cute. See, it's not doing what it needs to do, but you guys get the point. I'm wearing a dress. It's really, really cute with these. They're not heels, but yes, they have a little bit of heel, so they look really cute. And yeah, I'm gonna pair it with my Coach bag. Super summery vibes. I love it. It's really cute. So we'll go right now and I'll see you guys in a bit. Guess what? I literally got the camera. I got the new you guys, and I didn't realize its original price, it's $500, but it's on sale right now, even on Amazon, for $400. So I only spent $437. Chef's kiss. I am so excited. I have a new you guys. Oh my goodness. I literally haven't even opened it. I went into Best Buy and I was like, boom, boom, boom. This is what I want. That's it. Bye. Gotta go. Gotta go. I'm so excited, you guys. I am so excited. I am gonna be able to do the difference in what this camera looks like and that camera until I get home, because I didn't bring another SD card. So I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, do some shopping for the week, and then I'll see you guys back at the house so we can just compare and contrast before we close out this vlog. I'm excited. All right, I made it in the house, so let's open up this puppy. I am so excited, you guys. I am so excited. Like I said, I've been waiting, or I've been saying I'm gonna get a new camera for the past like probably 2 years, but it's finally here. I've gotten a new you guys. So I have seen my sister's and I do like that it's super small, because I mean, come on now. Okay. Look, this thing is tiny. Oh my goodness. Does it need a battery? Okay, it needs a battery. Let's hope that it's charged. I'm like trying to see that I have everything that it comes with. It comes with this little thing for the mic. I was like, wait, it doesn't come with a battery, but here is the battery. I did see on the reviews that I should buy another battery because this one dies kind of fast. I wonder what fast means. Like, oh, let me put the SD. And I have a 256 SD card here. Maybe one thing about me is I'm gonna have an SD card. The guy was like, would you like to purchase an SD card? I'm like, I have like 4 at the house, but thanks. Okay. Trying to buzz it up. She said, okay. What she want? Duh, Amy. I'm like trying to open it and I haven't even taken off the lens. It's on. Okay, so we are doing English. Do not connect right now. We'll connect later. Okay. Area, preparing image. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am starting to record with this new camera. Honestly, I like the way that this looks. I don't even know if I have it on the right setting. I don't even know. But I gotta figure out what all of this means here. But I love that it's not even heavy. Like, you guys are now a lot lighter than my other camera. And you only cost me less than $500, so like $430. And I love how I look here. Wow. Okay, let's put on the mic and see if it makes a difference. Este peluche, I don't know that I like the way that it, come on, Amy. I just put on the little peluche that the camera comes with. I don't know the actual terminology for it. I want to see if there's an actual difference with the peluche on top of the camera or if there isn't. So we'll be able to see when I'm editing this. But I got my new camera. I'm excited. Thank you so much for being here and for joining me as always on my ventures. I am so excited for what's coming, and I am so excited to be bringing you guys along. Write down how many times I've said excited this whole video, because y'all are always coming for me when I say excited so many times. Thrilled. Until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Este es el peluche el que estaba hablando. I'm in love. I'm obsessed.